All right, everybody. So yeah, I want to do a I want to do the Mardini challenge. And I wanted to do this as a live stream, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to finish this today. So I know I'm going to be late with sending this in, so I'm not going to be competing for the prize. I'm not sure if I can even compete with the prize because the rules mention that anybody affiliated with side effects cannot compete for the prize. And I've done some work for them, like I've done the talks. I'm not sure if I count as affiliated, so I'm not sure if I can even win. So I'm just gonna do this for fun. So if I'm a day late, that's also fine. And like I have plans later today. I just wrapped the project. I'm taking my girlfriend for a nice steak. So we're gonna go to steak restaurant. So I need to go a little bit early because I also need to buy some presents for friends. It's for over the birthday. Well, of course, he has a birthday over the weekend. I need to buy some presents. So I need to leave a little bit early. So I cannot sit here until it's done. So this might be a day late. So I already know that beforehand. But so that's why I'm not doing this as a live stream. I want to try maybe one of the other ones as live stream, but I just really wanted to try the crash one because I have a cool idea for it. Which is just fun. Like I like doing more FXy stuff, and I want to try crashing some stuff into one another. Let me make this a little bit smaller so you can actually see my screen. All right. Yeah, I want to do the crash one, and yeah. So I'm just gonna load. So I actually started recording already, and I discovered that I didn't have my proper mic on, and that I forgot to put my face to not be full screen. Yeah, I'm just gonna do it like this. Good, I guess. Like if I can do this stuff, then it's gonna be how I'm gonna do it if I'm gonna do a live stream at some point as well. All right. Yeah. All right. So I wanna make a couple of rocks just crashing into one another. Some like just debris flying off, stuff like that. Maybe with some slow motion, like crash, wow. Something like that. That's at least the idea. I already downloaded some rocks because, like I mentioned, I already started the recording and then I discovered, oh shit, I'm doing it a little bit wrong. So I'm just wanna load some rocks here. Just gonna use some Megascans rocks, because I don't want to deal with modeling stuff. And there's pretty nice stuff here anyway. This one looks pretty cool. Let's do that one. Sort of nice angular. All right, like I just upgraded to one gig Ethernet. Like I had 500 megabit down and up. So not 1 gig Ethernet, 1 gig fiber. So for internet. So yeah, I have a one gig connection now, which is pretty cool. Like, it's pretty fast. I'm not sure it's not maxing it. Oh wait, I think I should probably check my recording settings because it was lagging. All right, hopefully now we won't have any slowdowns. Yeah, I got oh, no, you're gonna see my IP. I'm gonna blur that out. I mean, it's pretty fast. The upload is not as fast, but it's pretty nice. All right. Anyway, let's so we have a couple of rocks. Let's have a look at these things. That seems like a fine size. And all right, this one I'm just gonna make it bigger. I just want to roughly match the size. All right, something like that maybe, and let's put that one a little bit more to center. All right. Yeah, so I want to crash these two into one another. So let's do a geometry node, and let's do object merge. And I guess let's merge this one into specified object. All right, and let's call this fracture sandstone boulder. Like I'm not, of course we're doing this live, so I'm not sure how well this is all gonna turn out, but I'm hopefully somewhat cool. I'm gonna try to use the sort of the Houdini material fracture workflow. I generally don't like it that much. But it's good for this one. It's going to be fast. The problem with this material fracture thing is it's one node that has everything sort of inside of it. You can already see it's quite like I have a really fast computer, but like it's just because it does all these things in one step. It would be nicer if you just have if you just have sort of separate steps for the individual fracture levels. But I mean, I guess you can do that. You can, I guess, just copy and paste these and then do it like this. Then I guess technically that should also work. Okay, I guess that also works. Call this, I guess, right. Let's just do it with just one for now, because it's just, for this thing, it doesn't really matter that much. Right. Let's do a couple more of these. Let's do like 16. I think there's a interior detail one. Interior. I want to do that stuff after the fact. So I'm not just checking if it all works properly. I'm not super used to working with these. Yeah, right, that works fine. Does it actually have a chipping one? No, all right, there's no one for chipping. I guess you can just append one and then do the chipping. Yeah, so it's just one node that does all of these things, which can make stuff a little bit slow if you're doing heavy fractures. But for now, it's fine. We're just doing 2 rocks. All right, second level. All right, I'm gonna turn off the detail for now. All right, enable fracture for second one. Let's do like 10 something. Let's do frequency. Let's increase the noise frequency. Maybe on the first one it also just needs to be a little bit higher because we get a lot of detail on one side, which might be nice. Because if that's the side we're going to crash it on, then it might look nice, but depends on what we're going to do. All right, looks fine. Let's do a third fracture level. And then the third one, we're just going to put it to 555. And let's do like 6 or something. All right. Gonna move my phone because I hear it interfering with the thing. Yeah, so like during this whole thing, like I mentioned, I'm just gonna ramble about random stuff. And there's not gonna be music, because last time the whole thing got copyright strike because I was listening to drum and bass and metal. I was like, I was headbanging. So I might listen to music. I'm just not gonna be recording it. I'm just gonna call this. All right. Right. I'm gonna use $job. I think I already set my $job. But let's just be certain that. So like I have a separate. Like I have my. I don't know if I mentioned that on the channel. I had the Threadripper for 970X, but the motherboard broke, and I had to send it into manufacturer for repairs and send me my money back. So in the meantime, I had to buy another computer because I had work to do. So I'm now working on a Intel 13900K with a RTX 4090, and I have the Threadripper now in another room, and it's set up for network simulation. So it's actually really nice. So I can just I just send my sims to that one and my renders to that one, and I just have it cranking out sims and renders the entire day, which has been great. Especially for the last project I was on, I just needed to render super long sequences, and it was really nice to just have that running all day with the dual 3090s and the 970X. All right, let's call this sandstone boulder. All right, about talking about getting stuff repaired. Actually, I'm getting a new headphone in today. So I had in one video I think I mentioned that I had a Sony headphone. I'm never getting a Sony headphone again. Like this one, this was the first one. And I was a good experience, but it broke after warranty, and I was like, it's probably an old case out. But With the Sony, the other Sony one, the 4, the MX4 thing, it just literally, it broke after a bit over a year, and I got it repaired. Then in the repair, like 1.5 years in. Then during the repair, the microphone broke. Then I sent it in, and then I got my money back. So I got my money back now. So I got so what I'm gonna do now is, instead of, I'm just gonna buy a proper monitoring headphone. So I ordered a biodynamic headphone just for use on the computer. I'm just gonna buy just earbuds for on the go, and then I just have it separate because I don't want to have to deal with going back to this broken thing again at some point. And it just, like, these consumer headphones with Bluetooth, they just break so fast. I highly expect the buds to also do that, but at least if I have something, why is it not saving? Oh wait, I don't have any plugged in. Right. But I just want something that's gonna work for the computer. So I'll order the biodynamic coming in today. So depending on when I finish this recording, you might see me switch headphones during the recording. All right. Yeah, we're gonna do the detail. I mean, we can do the detail after the fact. Or wait, the simulation is, I mean, we can also just, because we're going to use the proxy stuff anyway, so it doesn't necessarily matter if we just bake it in, actually. All right, let's just have a go at the interior detail. All right, let's do detail size. Let's increase the size. All right. Good enough. All right, let's save it out again. There we go. All right, yes, because we should have proxy geometry here as well, which without the detail. Yeah. All right, so you can just use that one for simulation. Yeah. All right, so there should be constraints on this by default, I think. Let's see. Does this? Yeah, constraint. All right, glue. So it makes glue constraints by itself. So like, I'm not super used to this. Like, I'm old school. I'm from the time where you needed to make those yourself. You need to make your own. You need to do connect adjacent pieces and like constrain stuff together, and then put the attributes on them, and etc. etc. And so like Houdini has gone so much easier over the past years. We've been doing this for a while now. Like, I started doing Houdini late 2015. And I still feel sometimes new with it, but it's still yeah. I mean, I'm not new. It's just like, I've been doing this for so long, and like I know a decent amount, but there's always still so much new stuff you can still learn. Right. All right. Let's enable the ground. Where is it? Collisions. Ground. Oh no, not film. Right. I thought I was like, it was looking different. RBDs or RBD bullets, or right. We need the one. Like, there's still like this. Like, I'm getting better every time. Like, I know what I'm doing, but there's still just like, you always feel like there's just you want to know that you don't know yet. But in general, like, I'm pretty decent. I can make most stuff work that I want. All right, that seems to work. Let's add a little bit of velocity to it. Smash it on the ground. See how it behaves. All right, that's -10. Does that not work by default with this one? Does it inherit? Does it not inherit velocity? You would think it would inherit the velocity. Let's see. You know what? Maybe let's just set this up ourselves and just adopt network. So I actually have an idea what's happening, because it's just going to be easier. And we need to do that anyway. So really fractured object or really backed object. No. It's been a while that I've used RBD, to be honest, so I'm a little rusty. All right, let's do this one. Call this geo and constraints. All right. There we go. Let's do. Wait, this is the. Oh wait, I already know why it wasn't working on the thing, because we're using the proxy geometry. Wait, I want to try that out. That's over. Constraint. And yeah, because this is the proxy geometry, and it needs to be on the proxy geometry, not on the. Yeah, right. That makes sense. Right, and we can still keep our drop test in here, because it's just gonna be a little bit easier, and then we're gonna just put this off to the side, because I do want to put it in DOPS probably at some point. All right. Collisions. You're all like, what is he doing? He has no idea what he's doing. Well, I mean. Report. Let's crash it a little bit fast, a little bit harder. -20. All right. Looks okay. What I want to do. There's probably tools for this. Are there tools for this? RBD. Do they have something to? Or should I just do this manually? Right, I'm just gonna do this manually. All right. Whoop. Right, I'm gonna put some noise on the constraint. Right. Turbulent noise. All right, let's go up a level. Let's put this in color so we can have a look at what this is gonna do. All right, so I'm just gonna put some color on here. Should run this one on primitives. All right. So it's going to be primitive color, and yeah, alligator noise should be fine. Let's just keep it like that, I guess. Let's do dark background. All right, and then we want to bind these strengths. Strength, right? And want to bind export. Strength. All right. So I just want to multiply this by the noise value. So again, then we can use the noise value to sort of make our stuff stronger or less strong in some points. So you can, if we reduce this, all right, here you can see it. That works. I still want to put it in color probably. All right, I think before this, I'm gonna do an overall multiplier on our noise strength or our strength. the strength is just set up a little bit too high, but I do want to just have my noise a little bit easier to work with. Why is the roughness not promoted properly? All right. Maybe you want to do bigger chunks, something like that. Strength multiply. Let's make quite high strength. Why is it not working? Why is that not working? All right. Okay, it is working. Okay. And then we're gonna, right, so we're gonna do a high strength, and we're gonna have the, let's do maybe 0 centered, so it's gonna subtract noise in some places. And then reduce that one. We need to go. Really need to go quite low here, right? No. Right. I'm gonna. Right. Let's put this back to alligator, and let's do minimum. Right. Alright, getting a little bit too big of chunks. Something like that. I mean, I don't want to play too long with this, but right, I'm just gonna manually maybe just delete a couple of constraints. See what that's gonna do. I don't like that. Right, let's have a look at the. I'm gonna reduce that again. I mean, I should not spend this much time on this. I mean, like, I do like how it's like that, but I kind of wanted to have a big fracture down the middle. Maybe I should just do I'm just gonna do a group maybe. Maybe make it a little bit, like I kind of wanted the fracture over there. The rest is fine, but I want. So just reduce the strength in the center. Strength. Let's just set it to 0. See. Really doesn't seem to. Right, I need to. That's weird. Why is it not? Let's have a look. All right, that works. Why is it not? You would think if the strength on these things in the center is 0, that it would break down the middle there, but doesn't quite seem to do that for some reason. Make it a little bit bigger. All right, yeah, all right, cool. That's what I wanted. All right, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, then we got something that's 2 big chunks and then a couple of smaller chunks, which is looks fine. Do we have chipping on this, by the way? Kind of want chipping, maybe. Enable chipping. Let's write it out again. Chipping is gonna sort of add like really tiny sort of chips around the edges, which might look nice. Save it out. Yeah, right. Nice. I like it. Picasso. All right. It does make it a little bit smaller, but it's still quite fast. This is a nice thing of sort of a CPU with like a very high single core speed. Some stuff like this is just going to be like fracturing or just some stuff before it gets super heavy. It's gonna really shine. All right. Just gonna make sure that we have all of our proper groups. Chipping inside, fracturing inside. All right, we have all of the insides. That's good. All right. You know, we can probably just keep this whole thing with the bullet solver. Because, I mean, why not? Like, all we're gonna do is realistically just smash them into one another, so might as well just use the simple setup. Like, normally for productions, I like to build everything in DOPS, but maybe for this one, it's just for quick daily renders. These are great. All right, that was the sandstone. I just call this fracture overall. You know, why not? Fracture, right? Sandstone, a beach rock. Gonna do the beach rock. And beach rock. Let's do the same type of fracture. Save it out. I'm happy that I finally have some time to just do something fun like this. I always tend to overcomplicate things normally when I doing personal work. I kind of like these. I want to do more of these sort of challenges, and that's why I kind of thought maybe I should start live streaming these, because it kind of forces you, I guess, to do things quickly. Because why is it not dropping? Because like I really enjoyed my sort of regular Mardini stuff that I did 2 years ago. That was a lot of fun. I just had a lot of fun doing that. I want to do more of that. All right. Why? Oh wait, I'm looking at the wrong output. All right, there we go. Maybe we also want to break this one down the middle, or maybe not. I mean, it might look cool. All right, let's drop it on something. So it's in collision, because then it's gonna have a little bit more to do its thing on. All right, we should also try that on the other one. Maybe I want to maybe reduce the overall. All right, yeah, we should have tried it on the other one. Overall strength is just too high. That's too low. And you know what? I'm not gonna set it to that. I'm gonna say times equals 0.5. And but like really, like having a fast computer always really helps me. Like sometimes when some studios I work for, generally when you work for the bigger studios, you have to work on their machines and their farms, and generally you don't get the best workstations. I know you might think, oh, like the big studios have the best computers. They don't necessarily have the best workstations for artists. They just have big farms with a lot of computers, which means you can, if you do simulations, you can crank out a ton of wedges at once, which is great. But for just general working, not great. Like I did one project at one point for some studio. I don't want to mention names, but I had to do smoke simulation. It was just not doable. It was like I was on a 2015 6-core Xeon. It was terrible. So what I ended up doing, like you cannot send stuff in and out. What I ended up doing, because okay, you can send stuff in from your machine for like reference or whatever. You cannot get it out. So what I ended up doing is I just made a because I was VPNing into the machine. So I just ended up making a setup on my own computer that looked cool, and then I just send it over and I just implemented it on there. Then I ran it on the farm. That was faster to do it than doing it on that way on that slow computer. It was just yeah, it was not great. All right, I'm kind of liking these noise values. Let's see what this happens when we do the pig here. All right, pig, where are you? All right, that one still looks pretty cool. I wanna keep it like that. I want to keep it like that. All right. Okay, I guess we got both of our things. All right, so I guess what we want to do is want to start putting these in position. I'm gonna just keep it with the RBD bullet solver instead of doing this in DOPS. All right, I'm gonna need to let me make some things here. Geo. By the way, let's see, what does this load in? Does this load in this loads in the points as well, right? If you do the points. Yeah, all right, cool. All right. Geocon proxy. Geo2 con 2 no proxy. Maybe we should group this stuff before we do. Let's see what these groups are called now. So we do have the path, so I guess we can concrete fracture. We should probably give a better name to our fractures. Right, I'm gonna pre-group this. It's gonna be easier to split it out later. Sandstone, beach rock. Right. Because I want to split this out later. Like normally, if you just set this up, if you just do this in DOPs, of course you have separate DOP objects for each of these things. I'm going to just try to keep it within this bullet solver because it seems to be working well enough, and I just don't want to spend time to... Well, I don't want to waste unnecessary time. That's kind of the thing here. Like if it works well enough, then might as well just use it as is, right? All right. All right, let's see what happens if we just merge these in. So, all right, let's just do something like this. Let's do, just to keep it a little bit more organized, object merge, merge. What one was that? Sandstone geo, sandstone con. I guess we could have also made a group here, but oh wait. Sandstone con and sandstone proxy. All right, that's those ones, and then we want to do, what was that called again? Beach rock geo. We want to do the geo, color code these. I'm gonna do, is this the right geo? Yeah, right. This is the constraints, and so I want the constraints for this one as well. Go on, right? Got this beach rock, not beach cock, beach rock, right? Beach cock is something else, right? And the proxy. Beach proxy. All right, there we go. Let's merge this stuff in. Just doing it like this because it's just a little bit more organized if you just do it like this instead of just merging it in over here. All right, geo constraints. Proxy. All right, I think realistically this should work. Oh, we need to transform this stuff, obviously. And then we can use we can put transforms here. All right, I'm gonna turn off simulation for now. All right, transform sand. And I'm gonna do transform. Okay, I'm gonna turn off auto update. Transform beach rock. All right, I'm gonna right click reference copy. That means I can just grab it like this, paste it, and paste it. And for this one, the same reference copy. I'm gonna cut it like that, put it like that. So then we can. So that means reference copy will just make a copy that has essentially just all of these. Well, I should maybe make my video feed a little bit smaller, right? But it just essentially just has all of the parameters linked up, and you can just easily move all of the things at the same time, right? All right, so that one we split it. Where did we split it? We split it down the middle like that. So if we're gonna bounce it, put it into one another, should rotate it something like this, because I wanted to sort of break down the middle there. Right, something like that. And you can see all of the other stuff will also just be transformed like that. All right, and then the other one, or let's see, where's the center? I probably want to put it more off center. Something like that. All right, and the other one, or maybe you want to put that one a little bit closer. Because we want him to sort of fly towards another and then one another and then crash in the middle. Right, how do we? Right. All right, we don't want to do the velocity here. We just want to remove that. We want to copy and paste it on, where is it? On the proxy. Let's label this stuff. Proxy, constraints, and geo, I guess. All right, geo. All right. All right, then we want to add the velocity on the proxy. We want to add it separately on each, of course, because I mean, we don't want them to fly in the same direction. So we want this one to have -z minus 100, something like that, and then the other one to plus 100, maybe. All right, let's see what that does. Let's see if it even works like this. Normally I don't use the bullet solver like that. All right, why is there? Why is this? Is it a viewport bug? Oh wait, the constraints are gonna stay in the center, of course. All right, that makes sense. Right, let's have a look at just this. All right, let's see what that's gonna do. Oh, we need to enable simulation, of course, and it seems that, right, these are not lined up. We need to put that one up a little bit. All right. Let's have a look. Absolutely nothing is happening. All right, why not? Wait. We should name these fractures properly, because the name attributes are gonna have a problem here. Yeah, right. So these need separate names, of course. Because okay, so if we're gonna have a look at the stuff here, let's have a look at the proxy. We're gonna have name attributes just on primitives, I guess. Name. Yeah, P0000, etc. And then here, oh, this should be called con, and that should be called proxy. And this is also called, where is it? Oh no, that's the con. Sorry, they just move differently. Proxy. So this should also have the name, piece, etc. So that's not gonna work because they need unique names. All right, name. Where does it set the name? This is the fracture name. Piece prefix. Let's call it beatrock. And I don't think we need to. Yeah, all right. Beatrock and sandstone. All right, save that out again. I guess the nice thing with sort of these unplanned things is that I'm gonna run into these issues, and then you're gonna learn, I guess, from them. All right. All right. All right. Let's have a look at if that fixed anything. All right, that one seems to fly in the right direction. In the wrong direction. Sorry. That's that one should be 100. The other one still is not doing anything. Let's see if it works if we just remove this. Because like I mentioned, I'm not sure on these. I normally never use the sub-level bullet solver. All right. All right. Nothing is happening there. All right, it's called create a velocity proxy constraints. That's weird. Why are you not doing anything? Okay, rock is rock. Right, we have the rock, we have the constraints, just put it like that. We have the stuff here. Let me just make a new bullet solver for no reason at all. So just all of the stuff is just default, right? All right. It was falling just for a tiny bit, and now it stops falling. Oh, there's also. All right, so it's something there is weird. All right, I'm gonna. You know, for now, I'm just maybe it has something to do with how it's being loaded. Let's save it out just as a v2. See if it still works here. Works fine. All right, I feel like something here is we're just not loading in the proper things here. All right, GO2. Con1. Proxy1. Let's turn that off. Let's just copy this entire thing. I'm confused. Why is it breaking? Oh. Why is it breaking? This is weird. Because it does work here. It suddenly breaks there. All right, let's try it again. Like that, like that, like that. All right. All right, let's just do it like this. All right, object merge. I'm a little confused what I'm doing wrong here. Why, like I am doing something wrong, but right, that one, and then that's gonna be. No, that's gonna be. All right, so. All right, let's move this properly. All right, constraints, proxy. All right. Like you see it, for some reason, when it moves into the object merge here, it just breaks. That's really weird. Because geo to con 1, proxy 1 breaks. If we do it like this, still breaks. Huh? All right, what's happening here? All right. So we'll look at it again. Constraints. All right. Oh wait, proxy. Okay. Oh wait. All right. All right, that was stupid. This one was connected to the constraint input. That's all there was to it. All right, that's just completely stupid. I didn't look at the connectors properly. All right. Well, I guess sometimes you just do stupid stuff. All right. Con and proxy. And meanwhile, here you are still looking at this guy and being like, what, why? All right, there we go. All right, can merge it in now. All right. And there we go. All right. All right, velocity on. Let's do velocity. Well, before we do velocity, let's just see how if they behave correctly with the drop test. So they're just gonna fall. It's always nice to sort of do a drop test when you're doing something like this. Just have it fall on the floor and then see if it behaves correctly. All right, constraints are still behaving correctly. Oh, all right, then we can turn on the velocity. Well, the other one needs to, of course, go the other way. Where's that? Oh, wait. That was the one that already inverted. All right, minus. You know what? Maybe let's just link these up so they always have the same value. Just multiplied by -1, so it's going to be negated. Oh, yeah, that one has a lot more mass. That's something maybe we need to address. All right, I'm gonna reduce the velocity a little bit. All right, that is not fast enough. All right, so that one clearly has a lot more mass and this completely shatters that one. I think I'm gonna do is I'm going to increase the strength on the right one overall. So it's gonna be strength multiply. Just I don't want it to be completely wiped out like it is here. Doesn't seem to feel like not breaking. Right. And I want to maybe this one. Let's check the mass. Does this have? Oh wait, I think it's set to calculate mass by default. Maybe we should just scale this one down a little bit. That's already gonna make a difference. Yeah, we need to rotate that one because I want those fracture pieces to be on the other side. Like that. Maybe we should also introduce a little bit of spin on this. Might be interesting, but let's just first take it one step at a time. All right, so this is not behaving like I wanted to. All right, let's remove this center split group. Let's just see what it does if we just have it fly at it without overriding that strength. I'm surprised how it's sort of breaking on the opposite side, if I'm honest. Interesting. Like I would expect it to fracture over here, but instead it's fracturing on the other side, which is interesting. Like if it's gonna do that, I would rather just have it completely fracture instead of let's add a little bit of just spinning velocity, maybe. Create. So if you want to add like angular velocity, you instead of V, you put W, and we want to spin it around the around X, I think. And minus. Not doing anything. All right, yeah, all right. That does something, just needs a very high value. Let's do this copy parameter, base relative references, and say times -1, so it's going to be the inverse. Yeah, so they're going to spin. And then they're going to, all right, that looks a lot better. I think we're going to, but substeps already decent. Let's reduce the velocity a little bit. I'm going to need to, okay, we're gonna need to increase this strength multiplier. All right, that is starting to get a little bit better. All right, it's going way too fast, obviously. So we can increase substeps, or we can just maybe do the time scale lower, because I want to slow this down eventually anyway. All right, let's remove these. Let's reduce the spin speed. Oh, no. Oh, wait, we need to do it on that side. Right, because we slowed it down. Now we need to adjust their strength again. Because, of course, we're going to have a lot more time in between to iterate. Essentially, like if you're going to reduce time, it's going to essentially have the same effect as increasing the substeps. Pretty much. Like timescale is just sort of a multiplier for overall values generally. All right. All right. Okay. I like it. That's roughly what I want. But I still wanted to break down the middle here. That's getting pretty. Probably that's getting into the direction that I want. Let's try doing the stuff that we did before here, right? All right, yeah, all right. That one breaks down the middle there. That's cool. I like it. This one, not yet. No, we're getting close. Right, so that one works, and this one, I guess we just need something like that, maybe. All right. Booyakasha. All right, that's not. Let's see. All right, so this is the shape. Let's see how I'm. I just need to. Something like that, maybe. Yeah, all right. Almost. All right. It does a little bit of the thing, but not completely. No. All right, let's just put it to 0. Let's just put it to 0. All right, there we go. All right, that's pretty cool. Let's put like a camera here somewhere so we can sort of try to get like a nice sort of composition out of this. Something that we want to do. Let's make it square for the gram. All right. Like want a bunch of depth of field on this maybe, or Okay, how should we do this? So we do like a wide and then, because I think it's gonna look more interesting if it's gonna crash like this. Maybe we should. So like this, then you can sort of, it gets like a reveal of the rocks, and then it's gonna maybe slightly higher up. Oh. And there's also gonna be a 1920 cut down. Okay, maybe just from the side looks better. All right, let's check just the 1080 cut down, and then I'll do the higher frame later. I'm gonna retime this still, but I just want to have something that can, right? Yeah, that's pretty cool. Right. The one on the right still has a little bit too much mass because it's still being pushed off a little bit too far to the left side. Maybe if we reduce the scale just a tiny bit, the mass is going to be lower, and then yeah, right now there. Now it's staying more in the center. Is better. All right. All right, looks pretty cool. All right, let's save this out. Another job. Boulder crash. Oh wait, I'm actually still on 24 frames per second, but let's go to 30. Because it's for the webs. Gonna be less cinematic, but I mean, okay, we don't need that many frames. We're gonna slow this down. All right. It should be pretty fast, so I'm not gonna bother having my thread represent this. Just like this should be fine. All right, let's wait for this to finish. All right, almost done. All right, let's have a look at this. It's looking pretty cool. I'm thinking maybe I should just write out a couple of sub-steps, because I'm gonna slow this down and like writing stuff out like this, the sub-steps should not be too heavy because it's mostly... All right, RBD IO is crazy. I just looked at the caches and it writes out the geo for every frame. I did not expect that. That's weird. Like this should not... I don't know why. All right, I'm gonna show you why. Like I'm gonna show you how this should work. Right. So you have. All right. Like it makes sense if you're gonna write out the geometry every frame. Okay, I'm just gonna show you. All right. So here, like this is a lot of. It's heavy, right? And you're gonna have the constraints here, not so heavy. And you're gonna have proxy. semi-heavy, and you're gonna have points. Super not heavy. All right. All right, let's remove the stuff here. Let's remove this boulder crash thing. Like, I'm surprised that this is working the way that it is working, if I'm honest. All right. Because how you would actually do this is you would go here, you would grab the simulation points, and I call this all right, let's write this out. Boulder crash. Right, 150. All right, save the disk. All right, now we got points, right? And all right, look at that, it's super light. And you might be like, all right, that's cute, it's points, but what's the point of point? What's the point? Well, what you can do is you can do transform pieces. You can just grab this stuff. We're gonna grab the geometry through transform. That's gonna be our detailed geometry. This one. Then we're gonna have the template points. This is gonna be our points, and we're gonna have the rust points. Time shift. Oh. Gonna grab the first frame. All right. I should, by the way, I'm still working in the, I should shift my frames. I'm gonna resim this in a bit. I don't want frame 1 to be the first frame, but you can see now we have the same, and it's a lot lighter. Because essentially all you need to do is you need to save out the points, which have the transformations, and then you just transform the geometry by it. So it's weird to me that RBD.io is actually saving out the all the geometry. This is bad practice. It makes sense because it's not going to work if you just put it like that, but it should maybe then have put part of the workflow to have a RBD transform. Maybe that is a thing. RBD transform. All right, there is a thing called RBD transform. Let's see what that does. Proxy. No, that's the, no, right, that's not the one. Get group. Right, that doesn't work. All right, but yeah, that's bad form. All right, I'm gonna, I'm gonna remove my points again. I'm gonna go 1000 to, oh, not 13,000. Normally you should just start with that. All right, so the problem here is, all right, so I'm just gonna remove that. So the kind of the problem with starting at frame 1 is that if you're gonna have another sim, I'm gonna also do the pre-sim and a smoke sim. You're gonna need frames before your sequence. And the thing is, if you're gonna cache with a pre-roll, so let's say I want 30 frames of pre-roll, let's say, you're then gonna have a problem where you're gonna have frame 0, frame -1, frame -2. That's of course not gonna work. That's why you want pre-roll. Right, let's start it at frame 1000, right? And let's just then do 1000 to 150. All right, and then maybe wanna save out a couple subframes because now it's going to be fast anyway, and we're gonna have some substeps here. Maybe link that up. Right, save it out. But you wouldn't want to do that with oh no, wait, that's not this substep one. Where is that? Right, the one I want it to be that one. Right. All right, let's remove this. Right. Yeah, you wouldn't want to do that with the frames that are like 150 megabytes a frame, because it's then you're gonna fill up your NAS or SSDs or whatever you got pretty quickly. But like this, it's not too bad. Like it's I mean, It's like half a megabyte per frame. It's pretty good. All right, let's wait for this to finish. All right, so that's simulated. All right, and we got our thing going on here. Oh wait, we need to actually put it to auto update. Let's see, does it work? Oh wait, yeah, this needs to be frame 1000 now. All right, there we go. Oh, let's look through our camera. All right, that's looking cool. We can do, let's do, and the nice thing here is now this is really fast because it's just points, right? All we loading here is points. It's super fast. Okay, we can put a time blend here. Frame range 1015. Oh no, 1150. Substeps 10. Right, and time shift. Right, now we can retime this ourselves. So let's do like this. Right. Like wasn't necessarily necessary to write it as, all right, that's weird. Why are you having a problem with the substeps? That should not happen. All right, let's. All right, let's have a look. Point attribute ptnum, because we don't have IDs. Does that make a difference? All right, yeah, that works. All right. Oh, and then we can put it to 10. Yeah, we didn't have an ID, so which is fine because we don't have a changing point count. Right, let's ramp this in to the point where they're almost gonna be hitting. All right, like that. Right, then we're gonna do like a nice slow motion section, maybe. That's gonna look pretty cool. All right, something like that. That's pretty cool, all right. Right, maybe we should have this start at the impact point. Or we should write this out with a little bit more substeps. You can see it's already starting to break beforehand. All right, I think I'm gonna resim this with more substeps. Let's do 30. That means we're also gonna get 30 here. I'm gonna press simulate and I'm gonna have lunch in the meantime because it is around lunchtime. All right, I'm gonna wait for this finish and I'm gonna press stop recording and I'm gonna be back. And the nice thing is that it isn't live, so I don't have to feel guilty for lunching. All right, I'll be right back. All right, so I've had my lunch, and in the meantime, also my headphone got delivered. So I'm gonna do an unboxing while I'm recording this. All right. Oh, my cat is making a lot of noise, by the way. So if you're gonna hear her meow, that's why. All right, there it is, Biodynamic. It's a more studio-oriented headphone. Like I'm never gonna buy a Sony again. I would highly recommend against it. Like everybody, I know a lot of people with Sony headphones, and everybody has had problems, like for real. Right. That's all right, let's try this. All right, I'm just gonna do this by hand, I guess. Okay, there we go. Yeah, and this is more of a, this is just a dumb headphone. It's just no Bluetooth. It's just it doesn't require a external amp, but it's recommended. So this is they have 3 versions of this. They have the The 32 ohm version, which is usable with smartphone and stuff like that. They have the 80 ohm version, that's this one, and they have the 250 ohm version. So the 80 ohm version is kind of in between. Like it benefits from having an external amp, which I have because I have this microphone, of course. So I have an amp to drive that. And I heard the 80 is generally the best sort of one to use. So, and yeah, like I was just looking for wired headphones because like I'm gonna buy buds for, I'm not sure which one. Kind of thinking of getting the Apple AirPods. I'm kind of like, I'm not a fan of Apple. Like I have an iPhone. I wanted to try it. It's pretty nice, but I'm not generally a fan of Apple. How does this work? But I mean, everybody that I know who has the Apple Buds is pretty happy with it. And I got like the money back from the Sonys. Like I got my original sort of amount that I paid for it back, which is a lot more than they cost nowadays. So I was surprised. So it pretty much cost a little bit more to buy this one and the AirPods. It's around this. It's only like $60 more than I got back from the Sony one. How the hell does this work? All right, it's not exactly an easy system to open. Like I don't want to break it in case. All right, I guess it is easy. I don't want to break it in case you don't know. Maybe I don't like the headphone and I want to send it back. You never know. All right. I know this isn't why you started watching this, but I mean I don't care. You can just skip ahead if you don't want to watch me unbox a new headphone. You can just skip ahead. All right. I'm just doing this for fun, and I mean maybe some of you will like it. I have no idea. All right. That is. Where did I put my knife? Right there it is. Right. All right, there we go. Yeah, so they have multiple versions of this one. This is the closed back one. This is the Beyerdynamic DT77 Pro. This is closed back. With the closed back, you have a semi-open and have an open one. I guess the main difference is the sound stage. Open earphones sound generally a lot more nice, but the thing is I have this microphone and I do a lot of tutorials and I don't want to open back because the sound might bleed through, and so closed back is where it's going to be at for me. All right. It's a really weird system. Right. Okay, I'm going to pause this and I'm going to come back because I don't want to have you watch this. All right, so I'm plugging it in. All right, there we go. All right. All right. All right, let's put on some music. All right, I'm gonna put the cat in another room because it's constantly meowing. All right. Well, they feel really nice. All right, now let's put on some. I cannot put the music in here. I'm gonna put on some Lorna Shore because I love Lorna Shore. It's a deathcore band. Everybody listening to this will probably hate it because not a lot of people I know like Lorna Shore. All right, I'm gonna listen to it. Oh, which one am I gonna do? Sun Eater. I love that one. Oh, that sounds it sounds really open, even though it's closed back. Ooh. All right, turn some equalizer on it. They sound pretty good. It's different, of course, from the Sony. Sonys are really made for just regular listening. This one is more of a it's a monitor microphone. And I understand what I read in the reviews. You need to sort of. I'm just playing around still with the equalizer, but you need to. Oh wait. It's just trying to just playing around with the equalizer, but they sound really wide, which is nice. They sound a little bit less full, but it's something I guess I can change with the equalizer. Yeah, I mean they're studio headphones, but they're overall pretty happy. So that's nice. Like I wasn't sure if I was gonna like the sound, but it sounds nice. I like it. All right. All right. Let's continue then with the actual project. All right, let's. So that was a little bit of an intermezzo. It's gonna get increasingly difficult to try to get your project finished in time, but we'll see how it's gonna go. Like I mentioned, I will probably post this later than when the actual deadline is for the. Maybe I could also do it wider and then make it a little bit more extreme. Maybe that's also gonna be nice. Something like this. Hmm, 22 maybe. All right, let's. Oh yeah, we're gonna check if this was actually gonna now work to sort of retime this. They're not gonna. Yeah, they're still. I think what we need to do is we need to play around a little bit with these collisions. All right, so I've increased these sub steps. Gonna increase it even more, I think. Gonna do collision padding. Gonna really decrease it. I guess maybe something like that. Let's just try it. All right, I'm gonna stop recording during the simulations and I just added that in total. But all right. All right, I think I'm gonna reduce the time scale a little bit because there's just like I've increased the sub steps. Maybe you should increase the global sub steps instead. Maybe that's gonna make more sense. We try global sub steps instead, and then I'm gonna keep that to 10. And I'm gonna reduce the time scale a little bit because essentially what I want is I want to capture the point where they hit. And so I don't want it to start breaking before that. All right. So let's try that one. I mean, I'm not sure, this is probably not the most interesting thing to look at doing it like this, but I mean, you can skip around and you can download the file. Like I'm just doing this for fun. And like, I really want to try this as a live thing, but I didn't have time today. But I know I mentioned that before, but like I did the Houdini school thing a while ago, which if you haven't seen that, so I have a course on Houdini school, which was a lot of fun. So I did this one, the live class. So it was 4 sessions where I gave a live session, and it was a lot of fun because it's cool with the questions and stuff coming in. So kind of it kind of helped me with the idea that I kind of want to try doing maybe a live thing at some point. All right. So I got it simmed, and looks like we now got what we want. So we have it actually breaking when it hits, not before. So that's good. Let's have a look at just what it looks like without retime. Actually also looks pretty. It's a little bit less explosive, but maybe I actually like that. Let's have a look. Yeah, all right. It's actually pretty cool. Gonna get more depth of field this way because it's more exploding to the front. All right, that's cool. All right, let's something like that. I'm gonna rotate my camera a little bit because now we can actually capture the sort of the collision detail. All right, so it's gonna remove that, and we're gonna very slowly sort of increase it. Maybe we should have it be a little bit more spread out, and then we're gonna get more of a... All right, so instead of doing it like this, maybe we can just do it with a curve like that. Let's see. Okay. I think maybe I am gonna do it just with keyframes, because I do want sort of very specifically to hit and then to go into slow motion. Right, yeah, then I get something like that, right? All right, can go into slow motion a little bit faster. All right, maybe I am gonna change the simulation a little bit. Maybe I do want to, I'm gonna reduce the strength a little bit. Maybe it's gonna be a little bit more explosive, maybe. All right, let's run it again. All right, so it's finished. Got a little bit more explosive here. Maybe even too explosive, I don't know. I think it looks pretty good. Let's rotate a little bit. All right. All right. Let's enable this. I don't want to spend too much time on this, but I mean, you know how it goes. You're doing something and then you're like, maybe I should also do this. And then before you know it, you spend weeks on a project that should have taken days. That's generally how it goes when I try to do stuff. All right. Anyway, looks pretty decent. All right, let's do some secondaries. So this is, I guess, good enough. I want to do some secondaries. Generally, how I like to do secondaries, there's the, you have the, what's it called, debris source. It does a bunch of weird stuff with, it's slow. It does, it runs like a simulation in the background. I've never really seen the point for it, if I'm honest. Because let me show you. It's just it makes it creates a source inside. Personally, I just use a scatter, and that works fine. And why not? So let's do a scatter. Turn off relax iterations. And then that's going to be a lot faster. Oh, maybe we want to do for a preview. All right, let's just use our preview thing here. It's going to be faster in the viewport. And then we're gonna, let's do a switch. We can switch from proxy to our regular mesh. So then we can switch between our high res and our low res one. Now you can even add more detail if you want, by the way. But all right, something like that. Pretty cool. All right. Right, I only want to do it on the inside. Let's put a delete, maybe just do inside, non-selected. All right, then we got the inside. And I want to do something where it's only gonna do it All right, so it's only gonna do it where it's sort of actually breaking. So I generally like to do is, all right, I wanna, right, let's do the inside. So we have the inside here. We maybe we actually do want to do this on the high res. Is this, are we doing this now on the proxy or on the, let's have a look. Oh, we should, yeah, we should not do this on the retimed thing, by the way. So we should, let me think. Yeah, let's disable the retiming for now, because we want to do this at the regular speed. Or I want to retime it later, because we want to sort of retime this all in one go. All right, let's generate this on the high res. So we don't want to do this. We want to just do that one, remove that. Then we're going to copy this, paste this. This is going to be our retimed one. And we don't need retiming here. Because like we just want to retime this all in one go. We don't necessarily want to have to deal with, because it doesn't make sense to simulate our sort of secondaries on top of the already slowed down stuff. It just makes more sense to do it like this. All right. Right, float len equals length and velocity, right? So we're gonna, oh no, yeah, len, let's have a look. Yeah, right. So let's first have a look. When is this going to impact? Because we want to mainly, so we want to start emitting this at the point of impact. So we don't want to do anything before frame 1043. All right. So if that frame is above 1043 and the one len is above something what like len, then we're going to do something. All right. So yeah, this should be capital. So we don't want to, because okay, we're gonna be measuring the speed of these pieces, and of course in the beginning they're moving really fast, so we don't want to take that into account. So we want to, all right, below, and then let's say, all right, remove point. Right, let's have a look. All right, doesn't seem to do much. Len is above. All right, let's do below and let's do. All right, there we go. All right, let's have a look. This does something. So it's gonna, all right, let's template the other stuff. So this should give us, for the most part, stuff that's moving fast. Let's have a look. Okay, that's not necessarily what I want. Let's reduce this. Let's see what happens if we, you know, maybe actually, because we have a very clear impact point here, we could actually do, just thinking out, actually this actually does seem correct, because they're shattering from the center. Yeah, so like you see all of the stuff here. So this should be after frame 45 maybe. You know what? Let's not do the frame 45. We want to before, let's just do a switch. Just do it like this. Dollar frame, after frame, 1044. So this should now, 43, right? Yeah, right, so now it's going to start doing this at a certain frame. And I think maybe I'm also gonna, that's what I was mentioning before, was we do have a very clear impact point. We can just do like a bounding sphere. Just put it here in the center. Oh. Alright. Delete non-selected. Alright, then we just have the stuff there, and then we are culling some of the stuff there. Okay, something like that. Alright, seems like it should be okay. Alright, we get some points. Alright. Alright, let's do pulp simulation. We don't necessarily even need to scatter. We can just scatter in the pulp simulation. I wanna start this at 1044. Oh, okay, never mind. Let's just do pre-scattering. This probably still makes a little bit more sense. All right. I'm gonna source all points. We're gonna do, or just points. We're gonna source below $F below frame. So that's 47. Let's turn off the guide. Attributes, inherit velocity. Right, I think we got ourselves a viewport bug. Yeah, all right, we got ourselves another viewport bug. So let's do it like that. All right. Well, I'm gonna just crash out some points. It's gonna be a little bit faster to just do it like that. 1040 to 1070. All right. Gonna call this pop source. Like, doesn't take too long to cache, and this is gonna make life a little bit easier. And I should make this smaller so you can actually see what we're doing. Should we put it here maybe? Probably maybe better spot. Where should we put it? There. Great. All right. All right. All right. So we got some source going on here. Now this should be a little bit faster to work with. All right. There we go. Right, we don't want to do completely inherited velocity, probably it's gonna be quite extreme. Let's see what's happening if we turn it off. Right, they're gonna be over there. Let's do, they're gonna inherit velocity. We're gonna add a little bit, maybe to inherited velocity, just a tiny bit of random velocity. Right, we can increase that. All right, maybe too much. All right, got some points going on there. Want to copy 2 points. All right, we want to, let's just visualization. Let's grab. I'm gonna grab one of our high-res geo points. Oh, all right. All right, let's just assemble, create pact, and then just blast, and then just put 0 non-selected, and then just look for a nice point. You can just scroll through it, look for something that looks like a nice debris piece. We can pick multiple ones, but for now let's just do one. This one looks decent. Let's put a rest position on it so we can do some triplanar mapping afterwards. We can maybe do it better before we unpack. All right, there we go. Oh, should maybe in general just do some rest positions on here. Also on this one. So we can use for the we can use triplanar mapping for the inside pieces. I don't have to create proper UVs for it. Because the inside, of course, because refractor did it, this doesn't have a proper UV. Like you can. Wait, so we need to unpack it here. Like the inside, probably like there's some UV, but it's just not. It's not proper UV. All right, call it out debris piece. It's object merge. Back an instance. Let's do, oh, we need to do once. I think you need to match. We need to match size. So if you just do a match size by itself, it's just going to put it in the center of your scene. You can see it's over there and now it's in the center, which is nice. Then over here, we're going to say, all right, I want to randomize some stuff, a p-scale. Let's say between 0.5 and 1. Just make it small. So we want to do some rotations. So we want stuff to spin around. So we want to create a orient first. We want to do that before we do pop simulation. Let's do orient. So orient is gonna help us with our orientation. And then we can use in here, we can use a pop spin. And you put it in there and we can, there is a preset for this, I think. Oh, and we can just do axis. Oh yeah, axis is relative to particles orientation. So the orientation is randomized and it's going to spin around that. We're going to have the spin speed here. And we're going to just set that to, let's do float len equals length of the velocity. So we're going to calculate the length of velocity. We're going to say spin speed times equals len. And we're going to just put a little bit of spin speed there. So now they should start spinning once they, all right, let's recook this. All right, that's not really, let's just have a look what that does if we really increase it. And I am not seeing a lot happening here. Why is that? All right, okay, there we go. So it is working, it was just not fast enough. Yeah, so you can see it's they're gonna spin, which is nice. Let's do pop force as well. Let's just add, let's do same thing we did here, but amp times equals, right? Oh, it should be amp. So the amplitude is gonna be increased by the length of the velocity. Oh, and then we should have a much lower amplitude. So we're gonna get a little bit of noise in the beginning. Right, we're gonna do a little bit of pop drag. Maybe we should have also done that in our rigid body sim. We can go back if we want to do that. It's a little bit too extreme. All right. That's way too much. All right, that's why there's. All right, spin speed seems too extreme. Let's just take a 0 off of it. All right, let's take another 0 of it, maybe here. Yeah, all right, that's better. Seems better. Let's have a look. All right, that's looking pretty good. All right, let's file cache our debris. All right, let's do frame 1200. Let's do a couple of sub steps on this whole thing. All right, then similar to what we had on the other one, else it's probably just going to be better with the retiming. Not sure how much of a difference it's going to make, but we'll see. Let's delete a couple of attributes on this. Let's delete everything except for ID, except for life, except for age, except for I think that's it. Oh yeah, orient. Yeah. For orient, and we had a W was right, because that's gonna make a difference in how big it is. You see, so it's a little bit less. Save it out. All right, the spinning is still too fast. I'm gonna reduce the spin to like 500 maybe. All right, let's do another one. I mean, it's pretty fast. All right, let's have a look. All right. All right, so here we have our little time blend thing. So this was it's the one with the high res stuff. All right, let's already start making some render nodes. I'm not sure if I'm gonna render this in Karma or in Redshift. I think just for the sake of time, just gonna do Redshift, or actually this should probably render fine in Karma, and even in XPU. I could maybe try. We can try XPU. It might be interesting just because a lot of you are probably interested in just some stuff around XPU. Let's call this. Oh, then we're gonna have to deal with the instances. This should be fine. All right, and with this stuff, we want to debris. All right, you know what? Instead of doing it like this, I am gonna make some render nodes here, and then I'm gonna load them from there inside of Solaris. All right, RNDR. Then we can also go back if we decide not to render it in Solaris. But I think I'm gonna go the Karma route. All right, RNDR rock. And then there we go. All right. All right, so for this one, we do need to split this up because we have two rocks, and that was why we split split out this stuff. Let's have a look at the... Yeah, so we... Let's go out of stage context. It's just gonna make it slow. All right. Yeah, beat rock. Delete non-selected. When I say out beat rock, because we have to deal with different textures, of course. So, all right, and then the other one is going to be sandstone, out sandstone. All right, and there we go. All right. All right. All right, simple enough. Might write these out to USDs before I render this later, but let's just for now keep it like this. Number debris. Maybe I can set up instancing in Solaris. Let's try it. It's just like I've been using Solaris for a bit now, and it's still like like I'm decently comfortable in Solaris, but there's still just some stuff that I'm like, just general renders is fine, but for some of this stuff it's just still, so I'm a little bit slower with it. All right, we need to do an index. Then we can. All right, let's for now just set it to just one index. So it's just gonna be 1, and then attribute cost it to integer. All right, and then we should be able to do stop import. And then why is this constantly jumping back and forth? I don't want that. And then we want prototypes here, and we want to drag in this one. We can put other prototypes as well later, but all right. We're gonna say second input index 1, and this is erroring no prototype or no primitives entire stage. All right, that's also fine. Okay, then we got our debris. All right, debris shape. You know what? Let's just do. We don't necessarily need to render nodes if we're gonna do it like this. Let's do beach rock. At least we get the groups. Beach rock and sandstone. Merge. Scene import cameras. Merge. Just think it's fun to do it like this, because a lot of people are still thinking that Solaris is somehow a lot slower to set up renders. It's not necessarily, you just need to know the workflow, but some stuff is slower, so it kind of depends on what you're doing. But all right, there we go. You can see it's working already. All right. Okay, let's do geometry render settings. Velocity blur, I know it was already working, but let's just, for sake of argument, just enable all of those. Velocity blur, right? This one as well. This one as well. Oh, yeah, this one as well. That is way too much. Let's see, Do we already have? Oh wait, I think that's the thing where we need to. Yeah, where it just brings it in. Yeah, we need to. I think. Right, this should scale velocities. Right, so that should work on the. Let's have a look. All right, does that work? Is that working? Let's turn off the field. Let's turn off motion blur. Okay, I think I'm gonna put a trail here just to be certain that everything works. At least we have proper. I mean, at least we can be somewhat certain we have proper velocity. Let's have a look. All right, there's some weird stuff going on there. But why? Because we don't have a changing point count. We shouldn't have, at least. Let's have a look. All right, I'm gonna do it maybe a little bit different. All right, here we have points. Okay, these points are, okay, there's something weird happening over there. Right, let's try again. Let's do compute velocity. Let's have a look at why this is. What is happening why it's acting weird? Oh, wait. Something weird is happening here. Why is that happening? It was looking fine when we just played it back, right? Let's do. Oh, wait, what the hell? All right, I think the problem was that I put a new time blend. This one is still set to 40. And of course, we only had 10 substeps. So I guess that makes sense why it's breaking. All right. Okay, wait, let me see how we do it. 10. Need to put this to PT num because we don't have any IDs, and we can set scale velocities. And all right, so look at the velocities. Okay. That looks fine. Let's see what. All right, I guess we need to. I'm not sure. Is this already? Oh, attributes to copy. Let's copy velocity. For some reason, that's not working. Let's try it with transfer. Okay, that's working better. All right. All right, there we go. That's better. Let's do, by the way, let's do a flipbook so we can actually have a look at what we're dealing with. 1000 to 1150. I'm kind of missing the impact here. I think I'm gonna go with, all right, I'm gonna have it go to this point and then slow down. I think that might be better. It's gonna crash. And then it's gonna very quickly slow down. Something like that. Let's try. That feels a lot better. All right, I think we do need some drag. You can see some pieces are completely crapping out. Probably need some drag on this thing. Let's see if there's an option to do drag on these things on this solver by default, or if we need to add something on that ourselves. Let's have a look. Physical friction. Right. Proper forces, drag and drag spin. All right, let's try that. I'm not sure if this is going to be done today. I have I have 2 more hours. I mean, I can turn on the render, but I won't have time to composite it because it's gonna render then, I guess, while I'm away, and then yeah, I mean, it is fine. All right, let's have a look. See, that's better, I think. Maybe could do a little bit more. So let's try a flipbook. I feel like I want to reveal more of the stones, so you kind of see them before they hit. So maybe I should do a side view instead. Maybe like that, and maybe we can animate the camera. Or maybe something like that's actually just fine. So that's actually kind of nice. Then they're gonna sort of move to the sides. Maybe should already be in a slow motion. Maybe it doesn't look too good that these rocks are coming in so fast in the beginning. It's maybe better if we just do it more like this. All right. Let's have a look. All right. Let's see. Yeah, all right, that's a lot better. Now you can actually read sort of the shapes of the rock before it shatters. This is nice. I like it. All right. Maybe I'm gonna add a little bit more drag, just a tiny bit more, or yeah, a little bit of drag spin. That's just the main thing that I right now is just too much. Something like that. Just a little bit more drag. All right, let's try it. All right. That finished simulating. Let's have a look. Yeah, all right, that's better. Let's have a look. All right, there's one weird thing. Is that clipping? Oh, it's clipping, I think. Let's try. Let's change the clipping distance. What's happening? What's happening with that one? Oh. Oh, wait, that's weird. Look. That is very strange. All right. Saving out another one, and I'm just gonna retime after, I guess. All right, I'm just gonna... I've changed the retime to just be here. And let's see if that's gonna make a difference. Because now it's gonna actually... Instead of retiming the points, where because I think where it's gonna go wrong is it's trying to retime sort of the orientations. And now I'm just gonna retime the actual geometry. So hopefully I'm gonna have less flipping. There's still a weird thing going on there. Let's see. Like that thing. 1084. That's weird. All right, you know what? I'm gonna... How am I going to solve that? It's weird. Let's all right, let's do this instead. Going to retime there. I'm gonna retime it here, and then I'm gonna do normal. All right, let's have a look. I think this should probably fix it. All right, yeah, okay, now the whole thing that I was mentioning before, because I only put the trail there, I was just being stupid. All right, I think this should be good. The normals now look weird, but that's not a big deal. I can just, I should just copy those over instead of, just now for the viewport, it's fine. It's because I don't need to recompute them necessarily. All right, that looks good, I think. All right, looks fine. Let's do attribute copy. Let's copy over the normal from over there. Match by name or I think maybe it's like there. Okay, so like if you retime it like this, you're gonna have this sort of this weird looking thing. I don't think that's gonna be a problem in the render, but I'm not sure. All right. Oh wait, I think I know. Okay, I don't want to. Oh yeah, interpolate attributes. Let's turn that off. Just want to interpolate position, I guess. Okay. Right, then. All right, now we don't have a weird issue. Let's play this. Let's see how it looks. It's always fun to just do these daily things. Like every time I say that I want to do more of these and then I don't. But like with a challenge like this, it just it's fun because I'm just not always as good as to come up with like concept. Like if I have a sort of a spark, like a list of ideas that you have here, for example, then I can come up with an idea around it. I'm just not good at sort of coming up with an initial sort of thing. I know it's stupid, but all right, that's just what it is. All right, let's do a retiming here as well. Oh, by the way, we should do randomization based on ID there. All right. Oh yeah, we should actually resimulate it. All right. All right, so we can merge that in. Yeah, we got the debris. We should probably do a lot more points. I feel like I could get away with doing a lot more. All right, it needs to inherit more velocity. It just doesn't look good like this. Let's do 0.8. Because now we have the big pieces flying out and the small pieces just sticking behind, which looks weird. All right, that's better. Should we do collisions? The thing is, like, it doesn't. Yeah, we should probably do some collisions, right? Because it's. I mean, right? Yeah, let's add it as a collision. Let's add collision objects because. Wait, the one over here, is that the high res? Are we actually doing this on the high res? Yeah. And then this is this the low res? Or it was also the high res. All right. Here, let's do a switch here. Yeah, you know what? Let's just do. All right, let's do static object. Right. It's going to make it a lot slower. I'm not sure if I'm going to use this because sometimes it will just behave weirdly if you just add this, but all right, seems to not be too bad. All right, let's try it. All right. Not too bad. I think I'm gonna do way more points, and I'm gonna make a couple a little bit bigger and a couple a little bit smaller. So I'm gonna really 133,000. I'm really gonna crank this up. Wait, why is this? Oh, wait. Yeah, we need to change the timing here, of course, because we have... oh no, the timing I think on when it breaks is still the same. All right, then it doesn't necessarily matter. All right. Never mind. I'm just rambling as I go. All right, there we go. All right, that's almost done. Oh, all right. Okay, that's a lot of more points. Oh, wait. Okay, so yeah, that's the problem. So it's all right. I forgot to. I thought about why is it so slow? But it's because I'm not only loading the pop object, I'm loading the collision as well, which you obviously don't want to do because that's problematic. Because then we're dealing with these very big frames again, which doesn't make sense. All right, let's save it out again. All right, there we go. All right, we've got a lot more points going on. So probably wanna, so this one set to ID. All right, let's do float r equals random based on the ID. If r is above, let's do 0.9, then p-scale times equals 2.5. So we're gonna make a couple of these bigger. Let's see if this actually works. Doesn't seem. Oh wait, we need to actually do it after we generate the p-scale. Yeah. All right, and we can make the p-scale smaller. So what I'm doing here is just if so 10% of the things are gonna be bigger. So you can see some like 10% of these things are gonna be a little bit bigger. So times 2, and then maybe we say we can do another one. R2 plus random seed, and then if R2 is above 95 times equals 3. All right, so now there's going to be, it's too big. All right, okay, I'm not going to do that. Or maybe, yeah, all right, something like this is fine. All right. All right. That works. Let's see. But is it going through the... I thought I had collisions turned on. Why is this? All right, that's not what I want. All right, let's inspect our collision geometry. Collision guide. Oh wait. Convex hull per set of connected primitives. You know what? I'm gonna make my own collision source. Yeah, the cat is making noise again. So if you, I let her back into the room. Sometimes she just has these moments where, like, doesn't matter if you give her food, you play with her, you pet her, like she just doesn't know what she wants. I'm not. Yeah, kitty, I know. All right. maybe it just makes more sense to do our own. Cool. Right, something like that. And then, by the way, with Control 1, 2, etc., you can set bookmarks. So you can easily sort of jump through your node graphs. You can bookmark specific parts in your node tree. If you didn't know that, now you do. All right, geo. I'm gonna do volume sample, and we're gonna sample our proxy volume here. And then, 10 substeps. Let's do minimum of 3 maybe. All right, and let's save this out. Why are you complaining? Should work. Okay, it does work, just slow. And we only, I guess, want to let's just save it. All right. Let's have a look if this made a difference. And if not, I'm not gonna worry too much about it, but I would prefer it to not go through it. I mean, essentially it happens somewhere where you don't really see it. I mean, technically it does get spawned in there, so I guess that's the problem. Because it gets spawned sort of inside of the... Yeah, kitty, I know. But we can also just do is say that we want to. So let's have a look just at here, over here. Right, let's just template our geometry. Right, we have these points here. Yeah, all right. It gets spawned on places where it shouldn't spawn. So I guess that's the problem there. I think I'm just gonna make the sort of the spawn circle for the debris a lot smaller. So it's only gonna spawn there in the center. It should hopefully then resolve it. Then I guess we can reduce the collision here, because then we don't have to wait as long for this to cook. All right. All right. Let's have a look. You should probably have solved some stuff. And like, I don't want to spend too much time. This is the type of stuff that you would spend time on if you're gonna really perfect this, I guess, for an actual production. But I think I'm just gonna manually blast away the ones that are not in the correct spot. Oh wait, maybe this is actually correct. Let's have a look. All right, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna blast away the ones on here over on the left. So I'm gonna check here on the left. I'm just gonna blast some of these away. For here, I'm just gonna grab these. And I'm gonna select by add ID, and I'm gonna grab by ID and just gonna press, oh no, not like that. I'm gonna press delete, and it did not do it by ID. Add ID. Why are you not doing it by ID? Points. All right, that works. Let's see if that's actually the correct points. All right, still a couple there that are problematic, so we can just go through this and right. Okay, there's still a couple there. Oh wait, I think, yeah, all right, so it's gonna be these here then, I guess. And if, okay, you know what? I'm gonna need to do this differently. Let's merge in this thing so I can actually have a look at what I'm doing, because it's getting a little bit confusing here. All right. I'm going to merge in our rocks. All right. I'm going to have a look there. All right. And then I am going to, right, so now I can have a proper look at our thing. Right, I'm gonna put a null here. All right. All right, something like that maybe instead. All right, these ones need to go. There we go. All right. Are you finally gone? All right. Looks like the problematic ones are gone. All right. Good. All right. Then we got those. I guess we got one more thing we need to do. I want to do like a small. I'm first gonna set up a render because I'm not sure how much time I'm gonna have to do all of these. So I'm gonna set up some materials. Let's do, all right, so this is gonna be the beach rock. All right. So we're just gonna do a Karma material build, material X subnet, beach rock. All right, I'm gonna do standard surface. Let's turn off auto update. All right, let's do standard surface. I'm gonna UV texture. Gonna grab this one, and then UV coordinates. I don't wait. I think it's gonna work by default. We call this albedo. Let's move this over. Albedo. Let's do. I got 1 more hour before I need to leave, so albedo rough and roughness. I need to split. All right, we can just do like this. Roughness, specular roughness. And we have, what do we have more? We have the displacement. So that's going to be displacement. Yeah, for this one, we need to say that it's going to be sRGB. We have that one. So we're going to say, right, use that and use 0.01 and use, let's go displacement. And then for this one, we're going to say normal. I'm going to grab the normal. All right, normal map. No. Normal map, there we go. RGB in. We need a normal. And let's put that in the normal. All right, that should realistically work. Let's have a look at what that looks like. Let's do an environment light, just so we get some light going on. We can all right. Looks like we do need to bind our coordinates. Texture coordinates, we want to do vector 2, ST, 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 and ST. All right. All right, let's disable motion blur for now so we can have a look at what this looks like. All right, something is not correct here. I think this is just, does this have to do with the displacement? Let's turn off displacement for now. No. Or is this correct? Is there no. Okay, I'm gonna go in here. Let's do quick material. Let's just see what this is supposed to be. Hide. And back. Okay. UV. All right, let's try it. Yeah, let's try grabbing this. Let's try it in here. Just to check that our UV, our UV is actually working. Oh wait, I think I'm applying it to the wrong one. Ah, all right. Yeah, okay. Never mind. This is not the beach rock. This is beach rock. Beach rock, sandstone. So beach rock should be that one. All right. Okay. All right. Let's reduce the specular on this. All right, that one works. Beach rock. Let's do Stern of Karma. So the other one. All right, sandstone. That's gonna be the sandstone. So just go in here. And let's copy these textures over. Oh. Control C, Control V. Roughness on this one. Displacement. Where are you? There you are. And normal. All right. Let's have a look. Wait, yeah, we need to actually load the correct one in there. Okay. All right, looks fine. All right, we need a separate thing for the inside, probably, or can we get away with just keeping it like this? I mean, it doesn't look that bad. It's not great, but it kind of depends on the time that we have, of course. Bridge. All right, let's do sandstone. Surfaces. I guess. Well, that looks fine. Something like that. I mean, we need it for the debris anyway, so. Right, let's do mega scans. Doesn't matter what it's set to export. And it comes in material here, and then we can. I mean, I'm gonna merge this in anyway. We're gonna do triplanar map here, right? Beach rock. Let's do attributes. We need to primvar vector tree or flow tree rest triplanar projection. Position is going to be the rest position. I'm gonna have a normal 3x normal and default color. Don't necessarily need it. For this one, we're gonna need to grab the albedo. Is gonna go in here and here and here, and then we need to. Like, they really need to fix this stuff. It's just annoying. It's way too many steps. Like, I'm building a hyper shader myself to make this easier. It's just not done yet. Like, I have a no, not that one. It's not in here because I have it. It's set to dev. But I'm building a sort of. I'm recreating the principal shader for Material X. But it still takes a little bit of time because it's just getting annoying, and it's going to have just easy thing for triplanar and all that kind of things. Anyway, right, let's remove this. Right, that's the albedo. This is gonna be, oh wait, and this one should, is that the, yeah, right. Then roughness, and should go in here. Right, and doesn't necessarily need a color space because whatever, it's data pass. All right, spec. All right, and then displacement. It's gonna go in there. Wait, not here. We need to do split vector split because split separate separate vector. That's the one. Also, it's gonna try to use the color information and it's gonna displace it sort of in every direction. And that's fine if you actually have a displacement map for separate vector. If you actually have a color displacement map, but we don't, so we need scalar displacement, and then I need to do the normal. Normal, that one. Normal. I guess we could, yeah, we could have also just set this to float. And then we don't need split. All right. Same for spec float. All right. This is the normal. All right. Let's try this. See if it actually works. Let's do a. Let's do a sphere. All right, let's do. So create sphere. Now just do a rest. Let's just assign this to triplanar map. Right. Right. That seems to work. We just need to multiply in between here. So that we can wait. Wait. Where are we? This is not the. Is this a triplanar one? Do we? Oh yeah. Okay. I think I copied the wrong one. Right, we need that one. All right. Yeah. Okay, that already works. We might still want a multiply in between, but I mean, yeah, let's just do it. Multiply. So if you want to do tiling on this stuff, you need to just multiply the coordinates. You need to do that everywhere. Need to do it here as well. No. And here. All right. And then you can do tiling. Like you can make tiling then here if you want. Just keep it like this for now. But then at least we got something we can assign. Right. So that's going to be assigned to the debris. And we probably want to assign this to the inside groups. All right, so now let's not do it like that because we're merging it in here. Let's do material assign. Assign material, let's go in here. Oh, I forgot to press record, so you missed a couple of things. What I did is I assigned my tiled material to the inside of oh, this looks terrible. I think maybe I should not do that, or I should. All right, with this one, let's change some colors. I think I'm gonna go grayscale because I think I prefer this to be gray. Saturation. Let's just desaturate this entire thing. I'm gonna do that everywhere. So over here. Right, then we're gonna go. Oh. Yeah, let's just go in here. Let's do. Let's turn down the gain on the debris. All right, gain. All right, that's not bad. Like stuff like that, it doesn't look great, but I mean, it's a daily render. We're not. We're not gonna go too crazy with this. All right, let's put a couple of lights. All right, let's do lights. All right, let's have a look. Where is our lights? All right, let's do disk. Oh, wait, I think it's the other way around, right? In Solaris, keep. Oh, yeah, all right. It's always confusing that, like, it would make more sense if the Z positive direction was the direction that the light was facing, but I guess not. All right, I'm gonna do another view. All right, let's make this a render view, and then do. Let's be here. Let's call this key. All right. Let's make no, not a dome light. Maybe maybe we want to do a dome light, but not yet. Let's move this to like a little bit of a fill. Maybe. Yeah, right. Messed up the controls. Let's try it again. Let's put that one there and let's put it like that, and then Trying to keep it in one screen so I can actually record this properly. Right. All right. Maybe wanna, let's increase this key a little bit. Something like that. And then fill light. Maybe you want to do key width. A little bit of color in there. Let's do a little bit bluish. That looks cool. Let's make this one maybe a little bit on the orangey side. That's kind of cool. All right. Actually, I want to probably start. Let's have a look at what this all looks like with depth of field. Initializing. All right. Camera effects, depth of field. Okay, we do want motion blur, and we want depth of field. Should probably just make a camera inside of Solaris. Because then we just have all of this stuff in here. Oh wait, why am I doing it like I got a render view here? I should just do it like that. All right. All right, let's put this to XPU. Okay, let's grab some tea. All right, I got 45 minutes to finish this. Or I can finish it tomorrow or tonight when I get back, but preferably I just render this when okay, why is this not? Oh wait, I'm not looking through the, yeah, right, and then XPU. All right, let's do Karma. Let's do, all right, f-stop 1.2 or something. All right, where do we want to focus? Let's go to our impact frame. Wait, that's not our impact frame right now, right? All right, let's check what our impact frame is. All right. Downside with XPU is always it takes a little bit of time to sort of start up, but all right. All right, focus distance. Would it work with the, like normally I have you can do the like v length vector to origin blah 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 blah. I don't think that works here. Maybe it does. I can try it, but I don't think that works. I'm gonna have a go at it. Focus. I don't want to transform anything, and then I want to try v length VT origin. Oh wait, VLength. VT origin. To and then I'm gonna throw this in Google because I always mistype this. Like the things, I don't know if this works in Solaris. I don't think it does. Normally you can do this, you can measure the length, but you know what, let's just do it manually. I don't wanna. Normally you can sort of measure the distance to like a null object or something like that, but it's probably. Alright, that's also not correct. Alright, let's turn off motion blur for now so we can just focus on the depth of field. Maybe you also do a rim light, right? Let's maybe do it already. Key, fill, rim. Camera's there, and we should do rim light like. Something like that. We can turn down, I guess, the. Yeah, I'm not liking this stuff. It's way too little time to fix all of these things. Right, maybe I should just remove this thing. Okay, I do want to fix the shattering before it impacts. So I'm gonna need to do that, but right, let's just put this to yeah, maybe more something like that, I guess. And then yeah, I just want to do it over there, I guess. That looks decent. Right. All right, let's just switch it to CPU, so it's gonna have a little bit faster startup time. All right, I guess nothing is there yet. Okay, I'm gonna turn off subdivision service. So it's gonna be a little bit faster. All right, let's change the f-stop a little bit. Right, let's see what this looks like. All right, we really need motion blur on this stuff. I'm not sure why why the particles are not motion blurring. Drill. ID, all right. See if it works. Let's just type in here, because then it will, if it works, it will overcrank the velocity. We can at least see that it's working. Which doesn't seem to do. All right, maybe let's see if this does this. Guess it needs to import maybe the attributes. You know what? Maybe I'm actually just gonna load it a different way, just to save time. Just not do the instancing myself, just do it like that. It's gonna be slower. It's gonna be really slow. Okay, maybe we should not do that. All right, I guess this works. I just had it, apparently I had motion blur disabled in the viewport. This seems to work for now. Let's see if it also works if I put it like this. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get this finished today, if I'm honest. All right. All right, maybe I'm going to make the debris a little bit smaller, and I'm going to do something like a backdrop type thing. Debris. All right, let's do the P scale. Let's make it 0.4. And let's go to Polyhaven. All right, then I'm gonna do HDRIs. Let's do like what do I want to do? I just want something that's more of a backdrop. I'm not necessarily gonna use it to I just want something because it's going to be really out of focus. I just want something that's going to be out of focus, which might look like decent in the background when it's blurred. Or I can just do. I can also just make a a sphere as a backdrop. That might also just work. I don't think I probably need an actual HDRI backdrop. Or let's do a half sphere. Let's do it over here. Sphere. No, not spectrum. No. All right, something like that. Transform. All right, let's just do. Rotate it. Let's make it bigger. All right, and then let's move it. Let's move it back. Something like that. All right. All right, scene import. Material library. Let's do Karma. Material subnet. Let's do standard surface. Let's do just black. A little bit of specular. Very rough. All right, I guess something like that. I'm not sure. I mean, maybe it's okay. I mean, it's not terrible. Because like I don't want to do any post. That's why I'm like I think you're not even allowed to do posts. So that's why I'm trying to just do everything in here. Normally I would composite stuff, but for this I'm just gonna render it and call it a day. All right, looks decent enough. All right, I think I probably have time to do like a very simple smoke sim. Like, it's not perfect, but it's Should we maybe still assign the inner side? Let's see what that's gonna do. And we need to make this material darker. I mean, it looks decent enough. Let's right. All right, let's do very basic smoke sim and then call it a day. All right, let's do. Right, let's do all right, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna generate it from this thing here. All right. Oh no, I'm not gonna do that. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do VDB from polygons. I'm gonna create a velocity VDB. I'm gonna use the velocity. Call it vel. I'm gonna cache out a couple frames for this. Turn off surface. All right, then let's do yeah, let's grab a couple of these things here. Let's do scatter All right, let's do source. Pyro source. Yeah, scatter. Let's initialize smoke. And right at that. All right, and then we want to do pyro solver. What we want to do? I'm just gonna do pyro solver. Normally I would probably do Axiom, but I want to share this file and not everybody has Axiom. So let's do particle. Let's do rasterize or rasterize attributes. Right. Attributes, density, temperature. Let's do a little bit higher resolution, particle scale. Let's do attribute noise to maybe want to do float, and we want to do this on density, temperature, and want to multiply an existing value. All right. Let's merge in our velocities that we made here. Then we have source, voxel size 0.3. We want to sourcing val to val. We don't want to do that one. All right, that works. Getting a little bit. Like I just want something to be there. It doesn't need to be super amazing. Just a little bit of turbulence, a little bit of shred, disturbance. Maybe I don't want to do any temperature, or like tiny bit only. All right, maybe we should do the smoke on the retimed one. That might, in this case, make a little bit more sense. Because smoke is a little bit harder to retime. All right, I got a couple more minutes before I need to leave, like 20 more minutes. So I think this is probably not gonna get done today, but it's gonna. Maybe I'll do something when I get back, or I'll do it tomorrow. I mean, it's fine. It's still fun. Like I mentioned, I was kind of expecting it to not get done, and like I'm not even like I'm not really doing it to compete, because like I mentioned, I'm not sure if I can even compete to win, but it's just for fun. And it's nice content for YouTube, so why not, right? All right, let's wait until this is finished. All right, the time scale needs to be slow because this is already slowed down. And then maybe increase the velocity scale. All right, I guess velocity just needs to be that because it's gonna look weird. Like this smoke layer is gonna be very subtle, so I'm not even sure why I'm putting in this much effort in it, but min max. Oh yeah, we should do sourcing should only happen for the first couple of frames. All right. We need more. Wait, we need more disturbance. Disturbance. Block based. Smaller blocks. And you know what? Let's just turn off threading. All right, file cache. Smoke sim. I kind of like. I'm hoping that I can turn on. I kind of want to render this, and maybe it's gonna be done tonight. Will be fun. Like I kind of will be fun if you can just. I kind of want to round it up before the end of the day. Like this video is probably not gonna be up today. Probably tomorrow, or I don't know. Maybe. Oh. Hurry. Let me check again when I need to leave. I need to leave in 12 minutes. All right, good enough. Let's check. All right, stage, sub import. I don't know why it constantly keeps going over there when I do this one, but I don't want it. All right, smoke, material library, pyro preview. Merge it in. Oh, wait. Am I starting the pyro sim at the right time? Oh no. Ah, okay, wait. Yeah, this needs to start like early. This needs to start earlier, obviously. So at 1031. And oh, we also need that one frame, right? And then 1031, and let's just reduce the resolution because this is not gonna, it's gonna be super low res anyway. All right, density very low. Smoke color very close to black. Very low density. Shadow density, absorption. Okay, we can, I guess, increase the density and reduce the absorption a little bit. Right, let's see how this looks like in the first couple of frames, because that's where I'm expecting it to look maybe a little bit weird. See if we, okay, actually it's pretty okay. We can, I guess, make the smoke. Let's just keyframe this a little bit. So we have, here this looks fine, but it got a little bit too thick later into the thing, or maybe it doesn't. We can have a look, but yeah, right, that's too extreme, so we want to turn it down. All right, got a couple more minutes. I really want to turn this render on, but okay. It just doesn't look quite right, but well, all right. Gas disturb. Right, advection. Yeah, all right, that's better. All right, let's very quickly save out the sim. I'm gonna put on my jacket in the meantime. All right, I mean, it's not great, but it's better than it was. Let's have a look, and then I'm gonna press render. Okay, show me what it looks like. All right. All right, I'm just gonna try this. All right, $job / render / crash /1. Crash. (1920 1080). Let's just do something like that. Motion blur. Need to make sure that we don't have this in there. All right, well, I'm off. I'm gonna see if this turned out anything good when I get back. All right, well, I was stupid enough that when I pressed render, I had it set single frame, so it wasn't finished when I got home from dinner and drinks. So I didn't make deadline, but I fired up another render overnight, and it's looking pretty cool actually. I'm pretty happy how it turned out. So this is the thing. I mean, you've already seen it, but I think it looks pretty cool for just a quick daily project. So yeah, I mean, the file will be in the description. It's going to be on Patreon and on Gumroad, and so you can download it. You can have a look through it. Hopefully it was fun. Maybe next time I'll try to do one live. But yeah, it was pretty cool. And yeah, hope you enjoyed, and let me know if you have suggestions for other content. So all right, I'm gonna just do the all right. So yeah, well, thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. So peace.